I, Dr. Rita Pratap, Associate Professor, Department of Drawing and Painting, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Mewar School of Painting. The land of Mewar has been an important center of various forms of art and culture. The word Mewar or Madapat is derived from the word Mewa or Mer, denoting the name of a tribe which inhabited this region for a long time. The style of painting which developed in this region was later on given the name as Mewar School of Painting. Mewar is situated between 23°-9° and 25°-28° north latitude and 73°-18° and 75°-49° east longitude. Mewar is separated from Marwar by the Aravalli ranges. The east side is with Hadoti and Malwa. Towards the north, the boundary is unified, and in the south are Chhapan and Bagad regions. The dynasty of Mewar claimed a proud lineage from the sun and ruled first from Chavand, then from the fortress of Chittor and later from Udaipur. On the basis of the available sources, the ruling dynasty of Mewar was founded by Guhil in 566 AD, and accordingly the ruling class was called Guhil Vanshi. Later on, it was passed to Hamir, who belonged to sub-branch of Rawal of the same family and hailing from village Sisodia. The four main schools, namely Western India, Jain, Gujarat and Apabhransh or corrupt, continued to flourish in this region up to 15th century. The authentic phase of painting starts from 1299 AD when line drawings in Samdheshwar temple, Chittor were found. The art of Mewar was influenced by Mughal technique after the treaty with them in 1615 AD. Many literary illustrated works like Shravak Pratikraman Churni, dated to 1260, were compiled at Chittor in the regime of Jetra Singh, and Supasna Charyam of 1423 indicate that the state was an important center of the Western Indian style prior to the arrival of Mughals in 1526. During the period of Maharana Kumbha, who ascended the throne in 1433 AD, many important works on art and architecture were accomplished. The forts of Maharana Kumbha, Kumbhalgarh and Kumbha Palace, Chittorgarh, possesses frescoes which depict salient features of painting of that age. With the invention of paper in 14th century, Mewar style developed further with a new dynamism. Painters began to pay attention to embellishment. The reign of Maharana Sanga, who ruled from 1509 to 1528, was full of chivalry and sacrifice. His elder son, Bhoj Raja's wife, was the famous poetess known as Meera Bai, 1516 to 1604 AD, who was a devotee of God Krishna. Later on, her lively verse, Padas, became one of the symbols of Hindu Vaishnav revival. The discovery of Dhola Maru manuscript painted in Ahad near Udaipur and the Chavand set of musical modes produced by Nasruddin, a Muslim painter in 1605 AD, show evidences of a thriving art in Mewar. The paintings seem to be reminiscent of both Jain pictures of Niyamat Nama of Mandu with red, yellow and black. The angular figures with fish eyes dominate red, yellow and black color. Rag Malkos of Chavand Ragamala series from Bharat Kala Bhavan dated 1605 is a good example which highlights some of the salient features of the Shahibuddin period of Mewar painting. This includes the mode of dividing the composition into units, high viewpoint, the diagonally flowing river with aquatic creatures, the variety of stylized trees and lavish use of flowering creepers. The Renaissance of art at Udaipur began with Karan Singh, who ruled from 1620 to 1628 AD, who was a good friend of Prince Khurram Shah Jahan. With his cordial relations, Mughal trends of painting must have been set in Mewar school of painting. Under Jagat Singh, who ruled from 1628 to 1652, Mewar's style achieved highest excellence. He was a devotee of Vaishnavism and magnificent patron of art and architecture. Naika Bhed, Ragmala, Sur Sagar paintings were made and can be seen in the National Gallery, Delhi. Gopi Krishna Kanodia Collection, Patna and Government Museum, Udaipur. The Balkhand of Ramayana painted by artist Manohar has the Mughal and Mewar characters blended together. Colors belonging to Mewar and the drawing of figure and architecture was Mughal. It is in the collection of Prince of Wales Museum, Mumbai. Nasruddin's son Shahibuddin carried on his father's work between 1627 and 1648 AD. Bhagavad Puran was painted in 1648 AD. 83 paintings of Rasik Priya are in Government Museum, Udaipur. Jagat Singh also undertook the work of constructing Jag Mandir Palace and Jagdish Temple in 1651 AD. Fine tradition of painting miniatures continued in the reign of Raj Singh I, who ruled from 1652 to 1680, who was also a keen patron of art and literature. Some of the books illustrated were the Uttarakhand of Ramayana dated to 1653 AD, painted by Shahibuddin and now in the collection of British Museum, London. Shukar Kshetra Mahatmya dated to 1655 AD and at present in the Pratap Museum, Udaipur. Bhra Mera Gita dated to 1659 AD is also in the National Museum, New Delhi. Geet Govind Ragmala dated to 1655-1660 AD is in the Kumar Sangram Singh collection, Jaipur. Rasik Priya series dated to 1660 is a good example. Another example is a leaf from Rasik Priya series, the Pinning Radha, belonging to Mewar, dated to 1660 and at present in the collection of Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. A typical mid-century Mewar painting, this page illustrates verses from the Rasik Priya. The Lover's Breviary, a text originally written in 1591 by Keshav Das, the court poet of Orcha. The Rasik Priya provides a typology of ideal lovers, usually personified as Krishna and Radha, and describes their emotional sentiments and behavior, separation, reconciliation, union, etc. This page illustrates a passage from the text's introductory section, which Radha openly displays her action to being separated from her beloved Krishna. Seated on a couch, she raises her arms in protest as servants attempt to soothe her with flowers and fragrant perfumes. Rather than consoling her, these adornments make her heart ache, for they remind her of the many nights she spent with Krishna. Besides illustrating the main image, the painter includes a passage, two brief rhetorical verses. The first verse is depicted by the maiden kneeling beside a tank of water in the lower right corner. Near her are a fish, a container of milk, and a flat dish in which she presumably attempts to revive the fish. The second verse, the body burned by fire is by the same fire cooled, is represented by a flaming brazier on the lower left. Shri Bhagavad Puran, dated to 1663 to 1678 AD, Ragamala, Baramasa, Ekadashi Mahatamya and Kadambari are in the collection of Oriental Research Institute, Udaipur. A new style of painting emerged in his reign, which was known as Nathadwara style, turning out innumerable paintings covering legends and worship of Shri Nathji, including Krishna Gopi relations. Raj Samans, Sharbat Vilas and Temple of Amba Mata were built. It was on 5th December 1671 that the image of Shri Nathji was installed at Shihad village, later known as Nathadwara, a place near Udaipur. This place later on became an important center of Vaishnavism. During the period of Jaisingh, 1680 to 1698 AD, Mewar school of painting began to decline, mainly because Jaisingh could not pay sufficient attention to this established tradition of art as his predecessors gave, but the paintings in the collection of Government Museum has belied this. The paintings include Bhagavad Gita, Shrangdhar, Shrangar Tattva, Sur Sagar, Rasik Priya, Raghuvansh, Bhagavad Gita and Panch Akhyan bear his name. The painting sets of Ramayana and Mahabharata were prepared in 1688 AD and are now in the collection of Maharaja of Jaipur. 3138 paintings of Mahabharata and drawings of Bhagavad Puran are in the collection of Government Museum, Udaipur. Some leaves of Bhagavad Puran are in the collection of Bharat Kala Bhavan, Banaras. Amar Singh too ruled from 1698 to 1710, accepted the Mughal suzerainty. With the advent of 18th century, an important change may be noticed in the style of Mewar painting. Though Amar Singh could not extend much patronage to art, but still he too provided further impetus to Mewar painting tradition, in which drawings of a number of sketches occupies an important place. Amar Singh Pagdi can be seen in the paintings of his period. There are paintings of Rasik Priya dated to 1698 to 1710, of which bear the influence of Mughal as well as Bikaner style. As Sangram Singh was married in Bikaner royal family, the eyes depicted earlier was black, but now it had changed to brown, as the Queen of Bikaner had brown eyes. In this period, Mewar portraiture too acquired its own momentum and distinctive viewpoint. One of his portraits is an example of it, which was done in Mughal style manner. In the painting Giri Govardhan, dated to 1680 to 1700 AD, the costumes of male and female figures had changed from four-pointed jama to the round skirt jama. Akbar style turban was introduced in place of loose bound headgear, and shading under the armpits was taken up. In the reign of Maharana Sangram Singh, who ruled from 1710 to 1734 AD, also this tradition went on quite ceaselessly. The continuing tradition of Geet Govinda's 171 paintings is linked with the set bearing the name of Roopji Bhatt, 1714 AD, Samvat 1771, available at Government Museum, Udaipur. The important set of Bihari Satsai with Jagannath Kavi's Raj colophon dated to 1719 AD is preserved in Saraswati Bhandar, Udaipur. A painting, Krishna drinking the forest fire, is a good example of the illustration to Bihari Satsai, dated to 1715 and from the collection of National Museum, New Delhi. Festival of Asodji and Navratri procession of Shri Khadakji 1711 shows the social customs prevalent during that period. There is also a painting of Sangram Singh merrymaking at Jag Mandir dated to 1720 AD. Maharana Sangram Singh celebrating the birth of Prince Pratap Singh and Maharana Sangram Singh at Prince Jagat's marriage feast at City Palace dated to 1730. The other interesting subjects painted are Mulla do Pyaza, Kalia Daman. People of other communities were also subject for the painters. Nawabs, Diwans, Hakim, Qazi, Kotwal, Sharabi, Afimchi, opium eater all come to life with their dresses and daily life taken care of. Another painting, Cowgirls Searching for Krishna, shows moonlit night in which the females are fitted in the composition also in the form of a moon that endows the entire scene with its soft radiant trees are stylized and water is represented by spiral convention. Yellows, reds, blue and black colors are boldly and effectively used. Another painting of the period of Sangram Singh is a page from Bihari Satsai dated to 1710 to 20. It is from the collection of Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. This painting was probably produced late in the reign of Maharana Amar Singh II or early in that of Maharana Sangram Singh. During this period, Mewar patrons commissioned many paintings of poetical and devotional subjects. This painting is from a dispersed Mewar set of Satsai, a Braj literary text composed by Bihari Lal Chaube that presents various types, heroes and heroines. In accordance with the text written in the yellow panel at top of the painting, 3 incidents are shown in a continuous narrative. In the upper left, the heroine wearing gold and red garments and a female companion glide through the air on a crimson swing placed against a chocolate brown color field. In the center, the blue-skinned hero rushes forth to embrace the shy heroine who has descended from the swing, and in the lower right, the couple engage in enormous pursuits against an intense red color field surrounded by a flowering arbor. Another painting shows Krishna and his friends celebrating Holi in the forests of Vrindavan. It is dated to 1710 to 1720. Opaque watercolor and ink on paper backed with fabric netting and at present in the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. A poem is illustrated on the yellow text panel at the top of the page. The verse is written by Hindu mystic Surdas, the premier poet of the Vallabhachari, a sect that worshipped young Krishna. In his vision, Surdas beheld Krishna celebrating the riotous spring festival of Holi with the gopis, cowherds and gopis, cow maidens. Everyone is involved in spraying colored water or powders on each other. Along the banks of Yamuna and forests of Vrindavan are deeds of Krishna in a disorderly manner. The painters have painted the painting in 4 registers, each depicting a scene. The artist's name is unknown, but the one who painted it understood his subject on a profound level. The delicate brush stroke with combination of warm glowing colors give a luminous quality to his detailed depiction of Vrindavan. Jagat Singh too ruled from 1734 to 1751 AD. He was a devoted elephant lover. The same is justified through the paintings like Maharana Jagat Singh watching elephants, Mal and Gara Rao fighting near Shobhagpura 1735 AD, elephants playing with colors painted by Nagga and Pyara artists, the natural frolics of elephants dated to 1750 by Alabagas, Bhima and Nathu. Maharana Jagat Singh too, hunting water buffalo, is a painting painted by Nasruddin and dated to 1750 from the collection of National Museum, New Delhi. This large panoramic composition is densely populated, establishing pictorial space and narrative clarity. Other subjects include Gangor Ki Savari dated to 1745, hunting scenes dated to 1744 AD, and day-to-day life of common people like vegetable vendor, goldsmith, blacksmith, astrologer and confectioners, etc. As Maharaja Pratap Singh was busy facing the rebellions, he could not devote much attention to the development of art. Some paintings of the Maharana depict him swinging and the other in his portraits. At the age of 10, Maharaja Raj Singh too, who ruled from 1754 to 1761, succeeded his father Pratap Singh. A large painting of Maharana Raj Singh too, marriage ceremony of Gogunda, dated to 1755, was executed combinedly by these artists of Mewar, Shiv Dayal and Alabags. The other paintings of his reign are Maharana Raj Singh too, riding in procession to Saraneshwar Vargi temple, dated to 1760, and Navratri celebration dated to 1761. Another ruler, Ari Singh, who ruled from 1761 to 1733. Besides the usual encounters of the enemies, Maharana's love towards art remained unending. The paintings of routine events of the Maharana were painted. For example, Maharana Ari Singh performing puja at Badi Mahal, dated to 1764. Maharana Ari Singh merry making at Jag Mandir, dated to 1766. Smoking hookah and embracing a favorite concubine. Firing arrows at the fish in the lake, holding the queen in his arms, watching the lake crocodiles being fed with hunks of meat, etc. Maharana Ari Singh in Chandni Raat Mein, dated to 1763 AD. Holi in Ranivas, dated to 1766 AD. Hunting paintings like Swan Dandi Se Shravakon Ka Shikar, dated to 1766. Hiran Ka Shikar, dated to 1766. Bagh Ka Shikar, dated to 1761 AD. All these paintings are painted by Shiv Jugrasi and Shahaji respectively. A beautiful example is of Rana Ari Singh with his favorite queen. It is dated to 1762 and from the collection of G.K. Kanodia, Calcutta. In this painting, Ari Singh is seen embracing his favorite queen seated in a golden pavilion and attended by female attendants who are standing with fly whisks and flowers in their hands. Atop is tied a red shamiana. Hamir Singh, another ruler, Hamir Singh ascended to the throne in 1773 and ruled till 1778. Maharana Hamir Singh succeeded Maharana Ari Singh. He ruled for a short time, hence no painting of his regime are available. Bhim Singh was another ruler who ruled from 1778 to 1828 AD. His reign was marked by many upheavals and instability. Maharana Bhim Singh and Prince 1780 AD riding in procession to Eklingi dated to 1802 AD on horseback going for a darshan at temple Eklingi. Bhakta artists painted these huge pictures of Bhim Singh. Maharana Bhim Singh greeting Colonel Todd 1820, Maharana Bhim Singh receiving British officers in More Chowk. During the reign of Bhim Singh, Krishna Vilas and Bhim Vilas were painted with frescoes. The Darshanon ki kitab has 107 pictures of Bihari Satsai, Gajendra Moksh and Mahabharata. Jawan Singh was another ruler of Mewar who ruled from 1828 to 1838. After the death of his father, he ascended to the throne and the process of painting continued during his period also. A picture scroll of 70 feet by 1 feet was painted with scenes of Udaipur, temples, mosques, shops, royal pageantry in Pichola Lake on the occasion of Gangor, hunting, paintings of Maharana shooting a tiger, etc. Sardar Singh ruled from 1838 to 1842. During his reign, the artists Parasram, Tara and Shiva kept the tradition of painting not only at Sardar Singh's reign but also during the reign of Swarup Singh, who ruled from 1842 to 1861. Swarup Singh watching an elephant fight at Chaugan is painting by Tara artist. The date of event is recorded as 20th June 1842. Swarup Singh playing Holi on horseback at City Palace is dated to 1851. Hunting paintings were painted by artists Shivlal and Ambawa. Shambhu Singh, he ruled from 1861 to 1874 AD. The artists during the time of Swarup Singh continued at the time of Shambhu Singh also. Rajsi Vartalap, dated to 1868, depicts royal pomp and show. Illustrated book Darshan Ki Kitab with 32 paintings were painted. The illustrations here is inferior in color and finishing to that of book painted during Bhim Singh period. The painting of his period had much effect of Western style. Another ruler was Sajjan Singh, who ruled from 1874 to 1884 AD. Not many works related to painting are known of his period. Sajjan Singh was familiar with both European styles of painting and photography. Western influence is seen in a painting of Maharaja Sajjan Singh taking part in the festival of Sitla Ashtami. During the period of Maharana Fateh Singh and Bhupal Singh, the conventional art of painting touched great heights in Udaipur. Fateh Singh, who ruled from 1884 to 1930, during his reign, many paintings related to hunting and portraits were painted. Shivlal, Leeladhar, Pannalal, Chhaganlal were artists who executed large paintings of procession, animal fights, Gangor and Navratri celebrations besides portraits. He got the Shiva Nivas constructed. Bhupal Singh, he ruled from 1930 to 1955 AD. During his reign, artists Pannalal and Chhaganlal painted from photographs. Bhupal Singh celebrating Gangor dated to 1935 AD. Bhupal Singh at his enthronement, Darbar, dated to 1944 AD. Hunting leopards at Jaisaman, dated to 1946 AD, reveal the strong influence of photographic models. These paintings truly reflect changing panorama of times. To conclude, the 17th century was the golden period of Mewar school of painting. By 16th century, it had acquired its own independent identity, having developed systematically as it were. Between 1628 and 1652, it blossomed with new radiance and fragrance, and by the end of 17th century, it was at its peak. It was then a uniquely what is called Mewar School of Painting. Characteristics of Mewar School: depiction of nature. Nature has been beautifully depicted in Mewar paintings. Water in rivers, tanks, water springs are depicted by wavy lines. The hills, hilltops, flora and fauna of the region is in the form of flowers, trees, leaves, creepers of various kinds, naturalistic in the Mughal manner. Birds and animals. The birds are chakor, hunts, cuckoos, peacocks and pigeons, horses, deers, lion, elephants, camel, etc. are treated in realistic manner. All this show a gay land of nature. In the night, the sky is depicted with black or smoke color with moon and stars. Architecture. Architecture is simple, consisting of domed pavilions and turreted parapets. In the depiction of palaces, etc., the effect of Jahangiri style is found. The domes have been painted on houses or palaces, big courtyards, walls and forts are painted like marble and brick. Subjects. By the influence of Jain style, Shur Sagar was painted in the time of Jagat Singh I, Nayak Naika Bhed, Rasik Priya, Bihari Satsai, Prithviraj Raso, Rag Ragini's Baramasa were painted. Religious themes were based on Bhagavad and Ramayana. Subjects of general interest like festivals, processions, battle scenes, court scenes, village scenes and general life of the masses are also painted. Human figure. The distinct feature of the male and female is Sawa Chashma, eyes resembling an eagle's eye. Females are short with double chin and long nose. Males are stout, faces being covered with moustaches, wide eyes, open lips and small neck. Thus Mewar paintings possessed unique features which greatly influenced the different styles of Rajasthani painting. Dress. The males are painted wearing embroidered jama and at times pointed jama, patka, khulledar pagdi. Turban is either loosely wound or has a sash tied tightly around it. Dupatta is tied on the waist. Wear choli or kanchuki, plain or flowered ghagras, lugdi or transparent orni. Wrists are decorated with black pompons and tassels. With it, all general ornaments are worn by men and women. Color. Brilliant colors such as lacquer red, saffron, yellow and lapis lazuli. The crimson base of Mewar painting has its origin in the color of Mewar flag. Mewar school has been the chief and basic school of Rajasthani painting. This school has also influenced the nearby Thikanas, feudal states like Devgarh, Badnaur, Bassi, Kalwar, Ghanerao, Savar and Shahpura. These Thikanas deserve a special note as these feudals gave patronage to painting.